Hello everyone, my name is Arios, and welcome to Looking Back. This is an indie game I found on Game Jolt that is actually supposed to be used in a dissertation about how video games affect empathy. And I thought in and of itself it would be interesting, and there's actually a test that you take, or well yeah, it's a test that you take beforehand to, I guess, measure your empathy levels, or kind of measure where your empathy lies. And I've already taken it. I'll post my pre and post test rating or score at the end of the video. But I thought this would be kind of fun to do because I'd like to see what these results might be, especially for the story. So it's supposed to be based on some Greek gods that I don't remember. I do apologize for that. But let's go in. I'm interested to see what's going to go on here.
I didn't think it would happen so fast. 1 year. That's all it took. I never got to say goodbye.
Erin MacLeod, 1987 to 2016. Oh man, she is exactly, potentially, as old as I am. That's depressing. Aw. So I'm guessing this is, oh, this was the character's girlfriend, which they say girlfriend, and I don't know if they mean relationally or in terms of like a friendship or something, but that, I mean, that really doesn't matter. I'm just talking. So this is supposed to be just a walking interactive simulator to go through, I'm guessing, flashbacks for her or something. I'm not really sure. So spacebar to jump. I guess you can only jump when you need to. Okay, so flowers. So we're just walking through graves, and there a lot of graves, a lot of graveyards are you walk past a lot of unmarked graves. Ooh, a pond. What is this? Can I see my reflection? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. Did I just representatively kill myself? Oh, wow, cool. Oh, quite interesting art, I might say. Oh, so this must be Erin and the main character.
I can't believe it's been 5 years since we visited San Francisco. I keep promising we'll go on another trip, but my tour schedule always gets in the way. Erin looks so happy here.
Her tour schedule. So is she a musician?
Officially done moving in. Jesus, I'm tired. That's enough of lifting boxes for one lifetime. But hey, this place is really starting to look like home. Although most of the stuff is Erin's.
Really? So she moved in with her predominantly? Because that's usually, I mean, that's usually what I think of whenever somebody has more things, I suppose.
If we tuck away a little cash here and there, we can save up for an honest-to-God vacation. Someplace warm and sunny. Maybe Italy or Greece?
Wait, is San Francisco not a considered vacation? I guess it depends on where they are. Oh, that looks like a scene from Firewatch. Cactuses. Calendar. Wait, what's that? Early May bank holiday. Okay.
Erin insisted that we needed a cheerful rug. You know, to tie the room together. I keep making that joke, but she's never seen The Big Lebowski.
I've never seen it either, so I can relate to that. Guitar.
It's been nice taking some time off with Erin between touring. I'll have to hit the road again soon, though. I'd take her along, but I don't think she'd like it. Touring isn't like traveling.
So she is a musician. And no, touring is not like traveling. I can understand that, but if you have your loved one along with you, I mean, they're going to enjoy. That reminds me of like truck drivers who drive all across the country. I mean, they can be gone weeks at a time, just like a musician. The difference being is they're stuck in a truck by themselves. They're kind of stuck by themselves, but surrounded by strangers most of the time. So I guess the emotional impact would be that you would have somebody with you who you could stop and talk about or bounce ideas off their head without it being someone you have to work with, kind of deal. Unless you're friends with your fellow musicians. Shut up! I'm thinking out loud.
God, I miss home cooking when I'm on the road. Erin is a sorceress in the kitchen.
Oh, I want a stovetop like this so badly. I want an entire countertop stove like this. Let's see, dishes, refrigerator. I do apologize if I do miss anything. Oh, they've got a... I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything necessarily, but they've got the squared bracket. Is that supposed to be a... No, that wouldn't make sense, because San Francisco wouldn't be an honest to goodness vacation. Okay, I was looking at something. Oh, plants.
You'd think Erin would have got enough of these things working at a plant nursery, but she's turning our home into a greenhouse too. She says being around nature is good for your health. The girl's got a green thumb, that's for sure. She's named the fern Jeremy.
The fern Jeremy. Well, Jeremy, I hope you enjoy the new home. Okay, so the bedroom.
Yes, Erin, I finally got some new adult sheets for this new adult bed. I guess it was time to throw out my old tie-dye sheets from uni.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Just because, I mean, a lot of people have, bedspreads. Everyone has their own bedspread. But tie-dye doesn't necessarily mean you're not an adult. It just means you have a distinct like in something.
My faithful sidekick. We've been through a lot together, right, buddy?
You gonna speak about the shower? No? Turlet? The loo? I have no reflection! Oh, whoa. Whoa, I can see through the wall. Cool. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be looking for bugs, necessarily. Okay, think I looked at everything, quite possibly? Oh, exit memory, okay. Okay. Can I exit the memory? Oh, do I have to walk all the way up to it? Okay, there we go. Oh, that was weird. Archeron? Acheron? Whoa! So did I fall down the well? Or, well, the pond, because I hope I didn't start off by drowning myself. And so this is supposed to be reflecting back on the fact that her girlfriend was...
Olivia?
Erin, are you alright?
It's too late. You need to get out of here.
No, I'm not leaving without you. Erin? Erin, I'm coming for you.
About how she was a botanist. I'm guessing this is like an inner turmoil kind of memory where she's just reflecting back on... Oh, I thought that was different than that. Where she's just reflecting back on how Erin was lost and how she wishes she could have done more. Yeah, because she's back at the house with the adult sheets and the trees and everything because her Erin having the green thumb. Interact with anything? No. I guess it's just supposed to be representing it rather than necessarily me having to interact with it. This is interesting so far because I think it's just supposed to be more of a psychological game, not necessarily. Oh look, it's her partner. Oh, I guess this is this is probably supposed to represent what she leaves every time she goes on a tour. So she leaves all the things that represent Erin behind. Am I just walking forward? Do I need you, music? No, I guess. Oh, okay. 7 months ago. Oh, I'm back in the home. Cool, everything's unboxed. Suitcase is back.
Home. Erin? Where is she?
Oh, she's got to be here. There's
She
tea.
from touring today.
No. Kettle.
Huh.
Huh? That was it? Oh no.
Oh god. Erin?
What is that?
Erin, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Jesus, there's blood everywhere. Where are you?
I'm at the hospital. Olivia, I need you to come here.
What's going on? Are you hurt?
I think we'd better talk in person.
I'm on my way.
I would take the kettle off. I mean, I know that there's more severe things. What is this? Diva Olivia home. Pick up candy. Is that literal candy? So October. So the last time was in May. So she's been gone from May to October? God, jeez, this is a long distance relationship. Oh, I gotta walk. I forgot. Cocytus? These probably have meanings and I don't get them. Okay. So yeah, so this is another yeah.
The sound of your voice.
Erin, where are you?
Remember when we first started dating? When you used to play songs for me all the time? I'd come over and sit on the bed because you didn't have any chairs. And you'd play guitar and sing for me.
Look, Erin, tell me where you are. I'm going to get you out of here.
You were so romantic back then. I miss the days when you would write songs for me.
Erin, this really isn't the time. I need to find you.
We never talked at the end. I just want to have a conversation.
I'm literally going through hell for you, and you want to have a fucking chat about our courtship.
Why won't you just talk to me? You never communicate. All these years together and I still don't understand how your mind works. I used to listen to you practice thinking, oh, that song sounds sad. Is she mad at me?
You're reading too much into it.
Or you'd play me something really beautiful and I thought maybe that was your way of saying you loved me. I was jealous of your guitar. You could go weeks without calling me, but when you're making music, it was like you were speaking in another language and I just couldn't make sense of it.
I don't want to talk about this right now.
Why are you here, Olivia? What's this all for if you won't even show me some compassion? Am I just some empty goal for you to reach?
Erin, we'll talk about this when I find you, but I'm doing my best here, okay? I don't need a guilt trip.
Fine.
So it sounds like it's just like what you imagine a lot of relationships with a musician or an artist is like, where they seem, especially one who just started out, because I'm guessing she was a gig kind of musician, and she was dating someone, and then while they were in town, or while they were together, she was kind of, I guess, bouncing music off of her, and she was like her inspiration and all this kind of stuff. And then when she became a musician, she got sucked into her work and not so much into her partner. And slowly but surely, it became more of a, where she became more of a someone to come home to kind of convenience, rather than Olivia looked at Erin like someone to come home to convenience, which I know that's kind of a bad thing to say, rather than someone to look. I mean, she looked forward to coming to her, but Erin saw Olivia as she was just. Erin saw Olivia as she was someone that she wanted to talk to and see everything, and Olivia was so enthralled in her job that she kind of inadvertently tore them apart, but I guess they were still trying. I'm not 100% sure. I'm speculating based off of this because I've never been in one of these situations. I've always been kind of a, whoosh, I guess I'm jumping in the water. I've always been a fairly antisocial person. I have social anxiety, so like a lot of my answers for the quiz thing were based off of my own experiences, which, like I said, I have kind of social anxiety, so it's hard for me to kind of read most people unless I'm really close to them. But that's not all the time. Okay, so Erin's probably not going to be home, or she is.
I guess Greece will have to wait.
Oh, they've been using the money on medical bills, I bet. Nothing there, nothing there. I still haven't seen Erin, so I wonder if that's a point. I mean, there is a point, because, I mean, she's already passed.
Jeremy. I don't know what to think if Erin's given up on the plants.
So, she's not back from vacation this time, or, yeah. Yeah, that's just, I think that's just by the door. I don't think she's back from tour, because the guitar is all the way over here.
I'm taking a break from touring for a few weeks, but the treatments don't pay for themselves. Honestly, this has been so much to process. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm a little grateful for the space when I'm on the road.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean to wash the dishes, but Erin always gets them first, and then she complains that she has to do all the housework herself. If she just wait a little.
So it's really I'm not trying to point fault at anyone, but it's hard to say when both of them are having a hard time understanding each other's situation, and it seems like she is not really good at reading Erin's expressions or emotions and how she is. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see you when you come back from tour, but she probably is like really sad and depressed when she says it. And Olivia's just like, well, I gotta go on tour, you know, gotta bring home money kind of thing.
I feel like I'm never even home long enough to get used to sleeping here.
The downside of being a musician. Nothing else. Oh, pills.
God, Erin hates this. She's no naturalist, but I know she really doesn't like the idea of pumping her body full of chemicals. What else can we do, though?
I mean, there are sometimes natural remedies, but not all natural remedies are proven with science. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so I'm done with that. Phalangathon. I think I said that wrong. Oh, God. So is this the time when she has already... Or is this her reflecting back on how her life was burning?
Months of my life. I was in pain all the time.
Yeah.
I was afraid I'd die any minute.
I know, Erin.
But the hardest part was going through it alone. I was suffering and you were never there.
I wanted to be with you, really.
Then why weren't you? You could have stopped the tour, easy.
I didn't know how to help you. There was nothing I could do but sit around and feel anxious all the time. At least on the road, I felt like I was doing something useful. Besides, we needed the money.
If it was about the money, we could have reached out to friends and family. Never asked you to do any of that. Neither did you with me.
I'm sorry, okay? I just don't see how I could have made any difference if I'd been at home.
Made any difference? It would have made all the difference in the world. I thought if these were my last few months, I want to spend them with you. It would have been such a comfort just to know that if I died, you wouldn't be somewhere halfway around the world.
I worried about that every day.
And still, you didn't just come home?
It was so hard seeing you getting sicker and sicker. I felt like my heart was being crushed to bits. I know it doesn't compare to what you were going through, but I was suffering too, watching you get worse. I missed the girl who was full of life. I wanted to remember you like that. And coming to terms with the fact that I might never see that side of you again. I needed space to grieve.
Olivia, it would have been easier to grieve together.
So Olivia is not good at handling these moments because, yeah, so this is all the pills that Erin had to take. I hope that's the meaning. I hope that Olivia didn't wind up going down this route. But it's one of those situations where, well, yeah, pill bottles. It's that situation where, like I was saying before about the musician, about inviting her along and all that kind of thing, that it would have made a big difference if she, like, I know they say, I think the best medicine is laughter, and I mean it's hard to laugh by yourself when you're suffering. I mean I honestly can't say that I can relate directly to anybody in this kind of situation because I personally haven't. I've been blessed enough to be fairly healthy for the most part. I mean, I've had my fair share of smaller problems, but not to this point. But one of those situations where if I have a significant other, even if I was suffering, you would think that they would get rid of they would come out of their comfort zone for you because they've been doing it. I mean, especially because Erin's been doing it for her, because I'm sure Erin's been in relationships where where they were close by and they were always talking, and that's how the relationship started. And then toward the end, it was just all about Olivia's job 2 months ago.
Erin? I thought she'd be home when I got back.
Oh, she'd been drinking.
What's this? What have you been up to?
Let's see. Oh, chemo? And then surgery. So, chemo, and then surgery. I wish I knew what day of the week it was in this so I could figure out what she's actually been doing.
Cigarettes? No, you've got to be kidding me. What kind of idiot smokes around a cancer patient? I didn't think Erin was even in contact with Aria anymore.
I know it's hard not to feel that way. She's never here anyway. If you try talking to her, hang on.
What the fuck? Did you want me to see this, Erin?
I've tried. I don't think she wants to deal with it. Sorry to dump all this on you. Thanks for listening, though. No problem. I'm so sorry all this is happening. You don't deserve this. I miss you. I miss you too. Do you want me to come over? Oh no! And this is her most vulnerable moment. She's potentially going to die, and you know, if someone's not there for you, there are other people who will be. And I know that's not an excuse under any circumstance, but
Well, if they slept together, at least they had the decency to do it somewhere other than our goddamn bed.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So Aaron, I think Aaron's given up on the relationship, and Olivia still wants it, but Olivia's not doing anything in the show. Sticks. Okay, so this is the text. Yeah, so she's reflecting back on message back and forth. Aaron drinking wine. Then those are secrets, I guess, at the bottom. So this whole thing is showing how both of them don't. Well, I mean, I like I said, I can't really point fingers one way or the other. Yeah, these are the texts. But oh god, what happened? Oh god, what happened? Ah! Oh, okay, I see. Wasn't really sure what was going on. But Aaron was.
Sorry about Arya. I wasn't trying to hurt you.
Well, you really fucked that one up.
I was lonely. We were drifting apart, and I needed to be with someone.
Why turn to Arya? Why not your friends or your parents?
I may have been sick, but I was still human, Olivia. I needed to be touched, and she was there when I asked her to be.
Arya doesn't care about you.
And you do? Fighting through the underworld for my sake? All this, but you couldn't even be with me during the darkest time of my life?
You think having cancer gives you the excuse to fuck around behind my back? Do you have any idea how this feels for me? To feel this betrayed yet to miss you more than anything?
I know exactly how it feels.
I can't warn you properly like this. I want to feel sad, but I'm just angry at you.
Do you hate me?
No, of course not. Why else would I be here?
Maybe you should have given that some thought.
I'm not leaving you.
I just wish you'd worked as hard to reach me when I was alive.
So neither of them are really looking at the other's perspective 100%. But it seems like Aaron is not Olivia is not handling. I keep mixing up the names. I'm sorry. Olivia is not handling Aaron's situation at all, and she just wants to forget it. So I'm guessing it's. Oh no, her heart is conflicted. In the microwave, I guess. Okay, yeah. So then 1 month ago.
Anybody home? That's weird. Her purse is still here.
There's a chair. Both of these chairs are out. Well, one of them is anyway.
Aaron?
Oh no.
No.
Did she pass out or did she give up? Lithe? Again, I'm sorry for. Okay, so we're back at the. Oh, so we're at the gravesite, but the ambulance has been here.
Erin? Is that you?
It's over, Olivia.
No, Erin. I did it. I'm here.
What were you planning on doing once you found me? I'm dead.
Then this was all for nothing?
No. This is your chance to say goodbye.
I don't want to say goodbye. I want to start over.
We don't get that choice.
Look, I was a shit partner when it came down to it. I was afraid of the pain. I shut you out and ran away. You deserve so much better. But I always loved you. I want.
It's okay, Olivia. You don't have to feel guilty forever.
Aaron.
Even that goodbye was very... I don't know really how to say that. Oh, so that's the end of it. So she's getting up and moving out. There's probably nothing left in here. Let's see. I know the credits are rolling, so I'm just checking. No, I think the credits just roll. So a lot of this is just two people who I'm guessing they had a pretty close relationship, because you don't, I mean, if you're willing to move in with somebody, I assume you wouldn't move in with somebody that you didn't know at all. But the whole thing, and this is just kind of my perspective, is that they both had the consensus about accepting that, well, Olivia accepted that she was going to be out a lot, and then Aaron accepted that she was still going to come back. But when the crisis hit, you can usually tell. Oh, the game just closed itself. Oh crap! Stop Fraps. I hope they didn't mess up Fraps. Fraps, please stop. Okay, so you can usually tell who your best friends are, or who your closest friends are, or who your real friends are when your biggest crisis hits, or when you're in your lowest point. And for her being, I don't know if she was guaranteed to die, because you don't really know what kind of cancer she had, because she could have made it through it. But the thing about cancer, and my grandmother actually herself had cancer, is that if there's nobody there for you, then, I mean, you kind of feel like there's no point, because there are plenty of people out there who could go through life, you know, they're strong and independent, and you don't really need anybody. But when you know you have somebody and they're not there because they can't handle it, then, I mean, you just kind of feel like you give up, and it's what it kind of felt like Aaron did. Which I'm not sure if Aaron took her own life so she could go out on her own terms, or if just the cancer finally got her at the end of it. It really doesn't say without a shadow of a doubt. But the beginning, I'm hoping that wasn't representing that Olivia was giving up, and she was, which I mean, that was a pawn in the cemetery, so I would imagine not. But she was drowning herself to end the pain, which is very depressing. But it was still a good look at the double-sided perspective, and you know, you were the person, so you were Aaron or Olivia the whole time, so you saw everything through Olivia. So you were like, well, I'm on tour, and somebody's got to bring home money. But I mean, you know, that you knew that Aaron worked in a shop, but she still was going on tour. And then as soon as they found out that there was something wrong, you would have thought that Aaron would have dropped what she did, found something local, even if it's your dream job, if it still means you get to be with someone, especially if you're not sure if it's going to be the end, you would drop everything. But it seems like even Olivia, or the Aaron spirit, was talking about how when they were first going out, she was romantic, and then when they got together, it was almost like, well, I've got her, you know, so I don't think I need to try as hard, kind of deal. But it was hard to tell, because you never got to see Aaron's perspective from the outside in, other than kind of how empty and unmoved everything was in the apartment. Nor did you get any feedback from her to figure out, like, to kind of try and read her, besides the underworld thing. But so that was looking back. I'm going to take the survey at the end to try and help with the dissertation. So Saren Walker. I just read the name. Sorry. It was a good experience, and she is the one that's actually doing the dissertation. So try it yourself. Take the survey. It's really cool to see a dissertation about video games, because the whole dissertation is about how video games affect empathy, and I'm pretty sure I said that at the beginning. And there's not a lot of games that give you the perspective of someone, a situation that you can't win, because a lot of video games make you the hero, and you're always going to win if you're the hero. You're never going to lose. But anyway, thank you for spending the time on this video. It's a lot more somber than what I'm used to playing. If you want to help with the survey, I'll leave a link in the description below. If you have any suggestions on other adventures you'd like to go on, leave a comment down below. And who knows, maybe we'll go on your adventure next time. See ya.